Okay, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Mr. Dan. Today we are going to make for you a nice, delicious bacon jam. And we'll be jamming that on top of a hamburger. Not us today, but you will, because that's delicious. You can use it as a dip, crackers, cheese. You can put it on grilled cheese sandwich. You can put it on almost anything. It's delicious. You guys are going to love this to the end. So, without further ado, let's get to it. It takes a little time, but it's worth the effort. Okay, I cooked up we cooked up a pound of bacon, and here's some little bit of bacon grease I saved left over, maybe a tablespoon or so. So I'm going to heat my pot up now to about medium high, okay? Here's said bacon. This is actually a pound that's all cooked. Notice it's not all hard and crunchy. See, it's soft. Okay, those are approximately half-inch pieces I cut. This here is onions. So those are sweet onions. See, they're pretty thickly sliced. I'm going to show you how to do that. I sliced them in quarters. This is 1/4 left. Here's some brown sugar, some balsamic vinegar, 1/3 a cup of coffee, and a 1/2 cup of milk. Water. Jesus, man, wake up. All right, let's get to it. Okay, one of the tricks to this dish is you want to make sure we're going to caramelize it, okay? And that means we're going to cook the onions down until they get nice and gooey and brown. Caramelized onion, see? But it'll all come together anyway. This is then you just take your quarter thing here, nothing fancy. You want to cut them, nice, decent sized thickness. You don't have to measure them. We're not selling Tesla products here. Nobody going to the moon. All right. So with that part done, okay. Rest of this now is just the biggest part of this is cooking, because you can see there's not too many ingredients, but they're all tasty. When you put them all together, whammo. All right, so here we come to our pot. All right. I'm going to throw a piece of onion in there, because what we want to do is we want to start cooking these down till they get, they're going to start to caramelize, turn a little brown in here. We're going to cook them about 8 to 10 minutes. Then we're going to be adding in our brown sugar, and we're going to cook that till it gets syrupy like. Keep cooking it down, cooking it down. Then we'll add a little bit of water to let that cook, and that'll evaporate. Then we'll add in our balsamic vinegar, our coffee, the bacon, all that stuff will come together, and you'll see it'll be nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so you can see my onions starting to percolate a little bit, so I don't want to wait too long. So we're going to put all these in, and you're going to have to stir these every so often, okay? Then will they all fit? Good God, Batman, I don't know. Okay, that's me being silly for today. No more fun. Okay, I'm going to put a lid on these here, and we're going to cook them, render them down for 8 to 10 minutes, and then I'll be right back with you. Don't go nowhere. Okay, guys, I've got this down now to basically about 12 minutes of cooking. As you can see, it's steaming. I just reduced the heat now, too. Let that come down a little bit. Then we're going to add our brown sugar. Now, the brown sugar is going to really caramelize the onions, but it's going to make them sweet if they're not already sweet. These are sweet onions, like I said. They were big. You can use regular onions if you like. I don't think it matters much. Now, when we get done making this, you should have about 2 cups of bacon jam, and it'll last a while in the refrigerator, a week or two, in a sealed container. I'm going to try to talk my wife into letting me use one of them canning jars, maybe. I don't know. As long as the container's sealed, that's all. And it doesn't last that long anyway, because once you taste it, you're going to be putting it on everything, dipping some Ritz crackers in there, dipping some of those other kind of crackers, them fancy ones. I'm going to put some cheese on a cracker, smear some of this on there. You're going to love it. Hamburgers, like I said, grilled cheese sandwiches, whatever you want. This stuff it goes with just about anything. I mean, who doesn't love bacon? And once you get that sweet caramelized onion in there mixed with the bacon, oh my goodness. I think you died and went to heaven. Okay, so now I'm adding in my brown sugar. This is 1/2 cup. Okay. We're just going to stir that around, get it all mixed in. And once you mix it in, then just let it sit for, I don't know, every 4 or 5 minutes. Just stir it around, make sure it's not sticking or clumping. And you're going to cook this for about 20 minutes, give or take, till it really, it'll render down. You get a nice color on these. See, it's already starting to give you a little bit of color there, huh? Now what the coffee does, from what I read, I really didn't understand that, but what it does, it potentiates the flavors of everything else that's in the pot. So it brings flavor out, what it does. And it's just, you know, just the coffee, no sugar in there, no milk. Black coffee's it's only about 1/3 cup. And the balsamic vinegar, that'll balance out with the sweetness because you get the little vinegary, tangy thing. You can also use apple cider vinegar, which I do sometimes use. And again, you'll start out with about 1 tablespoon of that and see how you like it. Balance it out with the balsamic. The way it is, you'll probably just use that 1 tablespoon unless you want to try to add some more to it. Okay, so we're going to let this sit, and I'll stir it every 4 to 5 minutes, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, so you can see I've got a nice little consistency going here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my bacon in here, as it were. And we're going to stir that around, mix it all in. I'll tell you right now, this smells pretty darn good. Okay, then we're going to take our 1/3 cup of coffee here, and then we're going to have to let this simmer out, cook out a little bit, because it'll be too wet. Okay, we'll stir that in. And then we'll take our balsamic vinegar, to put the balance in. 1 tablespoon of that. I'm just going to let that simmer another 5 or 10 minutes or so, let some of this liquid evaporate so it thickens back up again. And we'll be on easy street. And the bacon will get somewhat softer than what it is right now. But the bacon flavor will be all through this bacon jam. And like I said, you can put this on anything and everything, whatever you like. Eggs. All right. So give me a few more minutes and we'll be right back. Okay, guys. We got reviewed by the powers that be, and the powers that's invested in me say hot peppers. Put a little less than a full tablespoon. And we're going to stir those in. That'll give it a nice little pickaroo. These are the pickled jalapenos, by the way. And I put that in the recipe because that's what I was going to do. I was going to put some hot sauce in here too, but I'm trying to keep it a mild dish initially, so you guys can doctor it any way you like. If you want more heat, have at it. But there you go. We're just about done. Now when this cools down, it is going to thicken up some. So you can use it right now as it comes off the hot flame, or you can put it in the refrigerator. You can eat it cold, you can eat it room temp, whatever you like. Okay guys, there you have it. That's one version of that bacon jam, and there's a bunch of different ones out there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a taste test right here. I'm not going to sit down with this one. I only got a Ritz cracker to dip in here. If I can open it. one of these little stubby packs they sell you now. So we'll take a little dip of this here. Oop, there's Elmo. He's all excited, moving around. So we'll put a little of this on there. Yep. Perfect for on top of a hamburger. Or we can dip crackers. I love it. And like I said, as this cools down, it'll thicken up even more. So, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Share with your friends, your neighbors. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Hit the subscribe button. If you've already subscribed, don't do it again because you'll take yourself off my little puny list. There's a little arrow down button right below the video box. You hit that, a drop down box will come down. There you'll find a link to Cooking with Mr. Dan Facebook page, a link to my daughter's artwork site page, and then a complete list of the ingredients to make this beautiful, beautiful dish. So, stay hungry, my friends, and when you are, come back, and we will give you another delicious dish just like this. This is Mr. Dan saying stay healthy, stay away from COVID. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. We're out for now.